Hi guys, Jared O'Neill here, Wheelcastle Decorating. So I'm on a job here at the minute, just finishing off, lining the walls for painting. And basically this room here had like a textured vinyl on it. So what we've done was we stripped the walls, prepared them, and now I'm putting linen paper on for painting the walls tomorrow. Ceiling's done, woodwork's done, and may have to do a wee touch up just in the skirtings tomorrow, after the walls are painted. But apart from that, the room will be finished. I did do a video a few months ago on lining walls for painting, and I'll just go over it very, very quickly. So basically, after you strip the walls, let them dry, and after that, give them a good sand down. I've been on the many jobs, and I've suggested the customers, to line the walls, and they've said, they had it done previous years and it wasn't a good job. And the reason why it's not a good job is because of the preparation. There's no point putting linen paper on walls if they're not prepared. The walls really have to be well sanded down. Every wee nick and bump has to come off the wall. So you need a real smooth surface for your linen paper. Any cracks, holes, anything like that need to be filled and sanded. And of course, after you do all that, if the walls are dry, size them with either a sealer or a thin paste, which is what I've done here. So the walls are basically ready. I have this room near finished with linen paper, so I'm going to put a couple of strips on. The other question that I get asked a lot is, why do I not cross-line the walls for painting? And the reason being, obviously I cross-line the walls when I'm hanging a finished paper. So cross-lining, obviously it's bringing your linen paper across the wall, and then your finished paper comes down vertical. But whenever you're painting linen paper, I know a lot of decorators, and again, I'm not being critical, because I've done this myself over the years, and I feel that this is the only way to do it, and the best way to do it is to hang the linen paper vertical. Because in my opinion, you can get the joints perfectly tight. It's very difficult to get the joint really tight when you're cross-lining. You can get it, but it's harder. And a lot of decorators, what they do is they fill the joints with filler. Then what happens is when the heat goes on or whatever, and you paint the walls, all the filler cracks in those wee fine joints, and all you see is these wee fine cracks going across, where the joints meet. So it's really important to line the walls without using filler, without filling the joints. So that's the main reason why I hang it vertical, to get the joints really, really tight. So when you paint the linen paper, you can't see a joint. Basically, you want it to look like a smooth plastered wall. So as I said, I'm nearly done here, and I have a couple of strips pasted here. I'll put these on for you and show you how to go about it. So obviously, you measure your strips of linen paper before you hang them, you paste them. You measure from your ceiling to your skirting board and allow a couple of inches top and bottom for trimming. And basically that's it. So I've got these pasted, and here we go. In here there's an angled ceiling, as you can see, and like I always say, make sure you have a bucket of warm, clean water for washing down the paintwork. Basically just put your joint, just slide your linen paper up here and just fill it into shape. And there's your angle there, as you can see. And what I do is I trim that right away so you don't get much paste on your ceiling. You have a couple of inches of wood. There we go. Just fold that up and get your joint tight. Just get your smoother and just smooth over your linen paper. as you can see there, that linen paper is perfectly tight, you know, really, really tight there, you know, and as soon as the paint goes onto that, you'll not see those joints, you know. That's why I do it for you. You can get the joints really, really tight, you know. So, and just get your straight edge and trim the top of the angle. The seal is in an angle. Trim your excess linen paper here. So peel that off, like so. And as I say, always have a bucket of hot clean water, and wash it down, you know. Just give the joint a wee wipe there. As I say, you're going to be painting this linen paper, so you are better wiping any excess paste off the surface as well. And give your seat a wee wipe down, like so. There we go. Now, just bring this down here. So we'll have a wee socket here as well. Get your joint again tight there. Also give a wee seam roller there. I can't help just to roll down the seam, you know. But normally, or whenever I put it down, the joints are normally okay. You know. You know, so you are really tight. Just push it in there, double check, make sure there's no overlap or anything. Because see if the edge is off a wee bit or overlapping, and you paint that, you can notice that it does stand out. So make sure it's perfectly butted and it's not. There's no overlap there at all. Let's give that a wee wipe down. And trim around your socket here, if you can see what I'm doing here. So what you do is just push the corners in with your thumb and your finger, like so, till you see that wee point at each corner. Just get a wee pencil and mark the corner there. Do you know something else? This room here, I have done, this is the first, sorry, the paper in this room hadn't been done a long time. And the customer, what I'm doing in here, I've basically done the whole house. It's taken the paper off and lined and painted in different stages. And that way, what I noticed was the previous, again, paper hanger that done this job around these sockets here, I noticed there's a big score, you know, with their Stanley knife. And what they've basically done is they got the knife like that and just scored, and they're actually scoring the plastic of the socket. So it's a very bad habit and you can't notice it, you know. So when you mark those four corners, just punch a wee hole through the middle of your socket and then just cut with your scissor up to each point. There's four corners there, so there's 2, 3 and 4. Okay, and then just put it in easy, you know, because linen paper can't tear on you if you force it in there. Just pop it through or till it shapes around your socket. Like so. You just push it in there with your fingers. Yeah. Again, check your joint there. Make sure your joint's really tight in there. Again, get your wee screw there. Just smooth it out. Tighten those sockets. at the bottom of this wall here, there's no skirting board. So this is basically where the headboard of the bed goes. So basically just bring your linen paper down, just maybe a couple of mil above the floor, and just trim it with your scissors. Again, just get your pencil there, mark a wee line across, and just trim that. There we go. And there's something else that I always do as well that I feel is very important. See where I'm trimming, you know, where I said top of your ceiling, top of your skirting board, down a set of cupboards. I always caulk it up where painters made, you know, a day before I'm going to be hanging linen paper, and you know, it's easier. It's good. It's easier on your blades, and you get a nice sharp cut when you're trimming. It's the same around the sockets. I just wee bit of caulk around those wee sockets there. I don't screw them off and try to pop in behind, because you're painting these, you know. So as you can see how easy it'll be to just trim around these here. You know, 2 seconds, just trims around them. The caulk makes it so easy. There you go. And again, just wipe all the paste off around those sockets there, and just give it a wee wipe there. There you are, straightforward. There's a nice saying, when you know what you're doing, the job's easy. But a few wee tips does help, you know. There we go. I have another sheet here, I'll hang it for you as well. And just set the wee camera back up again and turn it around there, just like so. So as you can see again, the angle going down here, you know, just place your sheet like so. Try and avoid this here hitting under the ceiling a lot, you know. Just get your strip into shape there. And just work with your linen paper gently, you know, you don't need to be heavy-handed with it, you know, and just get it into shape. Get the joints tight. Trim this excess off first so that the paper doesn't fall down on you. Maybe a couple of inches over the ceiling. There we go. And I'll just get my wee seam roller here. Get your wee edge, just push that in really tight there. And I guarantee you tomorrow, when I paint these walls, you'll not see it down. You know, I won't need to fill them, nothing like that. Get a straight edge and just trim around the ceiling here. There you go. Get your sponge again. Again, just keep checking your joints, make sure they're perfect there, you know. Give them a wee weight there. So then I'm trimming down this wee unit here. I'll just pop my camera down a wee bit. There you go. And what you do here is to bring this over and down, just lift it up to the top of the wee unit here. Tuck it in tight. You can see it there okay, yep. And just trim across. Okay. just bring your linen paper around gently. Try and avoid a turn on, you know, because you can't notice the wee tears. You know, if it grips a wee bit, you know, especially if you're painting it, you know, you can't notice it. So just bring it around with your hand gently there. And there you go. Okay, that's it, ready to come down. And again, have your sponge, wipe all that excess paste of the top of the unit, as you can see. There we go. Just bring a camera down another wee bit here. There you go. You see where I have the caulk down in here? You know, it really does. You can see how easy it is to trim this linen paper. And the reason why it's easy is because, you know, even along the ceiling here, I have it all caulked. The painter's mate just right round. Everywhere where I have to trim paper with the blade, there's caulk. The painter's mate down it. It really does happen, you know. So here we go here. You have a bit of waste here. So rather than trying to tuck all that in, just trim that off and leave a couple of inches off, you know. And just pop the bottom out. Again, seeing you're doing this, be very, very careful, you know, that you don't rip the tire linen paper here where it's been cut. Place the joint in again, like so. As I say, if you need to use your wee seam ruler, just give it a wee run down with that, as you can see. I don't know where the camera is or, you know, what with those joints, but they really are tight, honestly, you know. And tomorrow when that linen paper dries and really tightens in, you do have a nice finish, you know. But as I always say, it's all about the preparation as well. No point putting linen paper on walls that haven't been sanded, that haven't been repaired, that no fillers been used, you know. So just trim that wee piece in there, like so. And as you can see at the bottom there we go. Just get your pencil, just mark along that there like so. Just trim that off. That in there like so for trimming. And again, just keep checking those edges, make sure they're really tight and they're not overlapping. Get your straight edge, just trim this off. Get my water again, and you can see where all it baffles me why people do not wash the paste off around the surfaces, you know. I can't get my head around that at all, you know. It doesn't take long, just keep a bucket of water beside you, you know, wash it all down. Okay, just double check it all, make sure all this furniture's all clean, there's no paste on it. As I always say, change the water regular. But using it, you know, using it all day, using the same water all day, you know, because it will stain your furniture and even if you're hanging a finished wallpaper, it will stain it. And there we go. So, just set those wee bits and pieces there. And I have a black bag here for all the cut off pieces. I'll pick them up in a wee second. I normally just pick them up as I'm going along, put them into a black bag. So, just lift this camera up. So there's a couple of strips I put on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this wee camera off here and go around this room, but there's only a couple of strips left to do, you know, and I'll just show you quickly. So I started over in that corner this morning. Okay, come over, come round, come down that angle there, and then as you can see there's a couple of side walls here. You see that wee fine line and that line of paper there, you know. As I say, it's still drying. Above the window, this side here. So whenever that paste dries, the line of paper pulls in and goes really tight, you know. So I'll just show you the join here, you know, you can just see. There you go. Has to be really tight, and then just one strip, wee piece to go in that corner there. You can see where the cock is, and round here below the window as well. This wee room, there's a lot of trimming, a lot of cutting in round. It was an awkward wee room to line, you know, but there you go. Anyway, so if you've any questions on this, on preparing walls for painting, or preparing them and then lining them, again, usual, send me a few messages if you want a wee bit of advice. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.